Like Scary. We are back. I hope you all having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you all, today I want to talk about, will Halloween ends, work in the future? Will it get better for some of you all, and will it grow on you? But before we get started, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps. So you guys, in a way, today it's going to be like me defending Halloween ends because I personally enjoy it. It is some stuff, that is wrong with this film, but I want to get into, why it works, even though it's not what, a lot of Halloween fans wanted, and it's not what we thought we would get. But to get into it, this trilogy, with David Gordon Green, I just want to take you guys, back when it first came around, yesterday I was kind of watching the trilogy and everything, kind of had a free day, and when you watch this, man, like this whole trilogy, and especially 2018, it was really something amazing when we got this. Like, I even watched the trailers yesterday just to try to get a little bit a nick of that feel, but it was like, wow, like this was something amazing. From the moment you see Michael on the screen, that moment, like, it still gives me the chills. It still works. Where you see Michael walk into the backyard to get the hammer, and it's like silent. You hear the theme picking up, and it's rising. Amazing. And you're just seeing Haddonfield years later, and I feel like that just is amazing for a Halloween fan. Pushing through and everything. The moment Michael puts on his aged mask and he reunites with the mask, it just, I don't even know what to say, man. It is crazy. And, I even watched Kills. Yesterday, and Kills is even, in my opinion, like a great film. Man, I love the trilogy. That's just me. I love the whole Halloween trilogy, man. But my least favorite is Ends. But just the way Michael looked, man, the man looked amazing in this film. The kills, the stealthy walk, and everything was down to the T. And I'm gonna say this now to get into Ends while we're in this video in the first place, but it's like, I kept thinking yesterday, just looking at Cameron, I'm like, bro, if Corey Cunningham was Cameron, think of it like this. Whole time Allison's at the party with Cameron, she catches him, kissing the chick, and everything, and that's Corey. Whole time that's Corey. But it's like, they're talking, they're going through this thing. Oscar tries to kiss Allison, but Cameron's still in that, that world and everything. He's drunk, he's upset. Just picture everything. Just literally swap faces and, keep that story for Ends. And almost like the whole time she loved Corey. And at the end, when you finally get your footing back, because they did go through problems in 2018, Corey becomes the boogeyman. So this you got to think Halloween 2018 and Kills was in the same night, so it would work. In a 4-year time jump later, they're still together. Man, I'm telling you, one small move would have made a big difference. Just having Corey as Cameron, man, the whole time. But to get into Halloween Ends, I'm gonna tell you this: the reason I feel like Halloween Ends will grow on a lot of people in the future is for the risk. Now, this is my opinion. I know I'm willing to take, the bashing in the comments, because at the end of the day, I love Halloween, man. That's the thing with Halloween fans. You're not going to like the same films. Some of them are not going to like the same films. Some of them will. And I'll take that. At the end of the day, it's just the opinion. I like Halloween Ends. It was one of those movies that grew on me. And when you see the risk that they took, you got movies out here doing the same shit from the 90s, man. The same thing. The same thing. Just the same recipe, the same steps, with the same outcome. And one thing I will say, I'm not going to say this movie is perfect. One thing I will say that kind of they messed up with is having Michael not in the movie as present as he should have been. I understand, Michael was hurt. He got his ass kicked in Kills at the end of the film. He was getting beat up. And I was watching that like yesterday, and I'm looking at like, damn, he did get his A. They're cracking him with 2x4s and poles. He even got kicked in the face at one point. He got shot up close. He got stabbed in the spine. And, while everything's going on, you hear Laurie saying, the more he kills, the more he transcends to something that cannot be defeated with brute force. And I get it. He's transforming into something. He's like, he's becoming a thing. He's getting power, and I understand that. But one thing I just wish Michael was in a little more. Injured Michael, no injured Michael. I just wanted to see him a little more. That's the only complaint for real I have, because I like Corey Cunningham. I like Ron Campbell. And I know it's different from the moment you get the story with Jeremy and Corey. And, you know, Corey accidentally hits him off the balcony and everything, and he falls. And it's like that story starts right there. That's the story right there. As soon as Jeremy hits the floor, the story is just the ball is rolling. And, you know, the reason, you know, I feel like I connected with Corey is because stuff like that, you know, his personality and things he was going through, it happens all the time, man. In schools, all type of shit. Basketball practices, people get bullied, you know. And he was going through a lot and stuff, and he had a tough life. I read the book Halloween Ends. He did not have a good relationship with his dad. His mom was just loco. Joanne, she was just loco and stuff like that. But he had a tough, you know, he was in a tough spot, and he's trying to push through these obstacles and everything, and he's, you know, the town hates him. The town hates him. He can't even go out in public with Allison and party, you know. And I started feeling for Corey the moment he was at the store, you know, and Terry comes up to him and he's like, hey, can you buy a few beers, and Margot and everyone, and they push him, and, you know, he cracks the ice box and his hand is cut, and, you know, he was just on this little bike and everything, you know, going about his day. But it's like this whole trilogy, I'm starting to notice we're trying to focus on a monster that's been with us for over 40 years, Michael Myers. Whole time, the town is getting converted into a monster. Like, I swear to God, you guys, like, watch Halloween, watch the trilogy again, I swear. Bro, the town is starting to get converted into a monster. Haddonfield as a whole. Like, it started showing really in Kills. Evil dies tonight, when they got the innocent guy jumping out the building. And then in Ends, they're really monsters. Like, you know, yeah, it was an accident. Yeah, Jeremy did die, but they converted Corey into a monster for real. Like, they made him, like, do what he did in a way, because Michael did kind of have a hand in it. But, you know, they're just telling with him, messing with him and everything. Then that's how, and it all comes full circle now. I'll see if people didn't like it because, you know, it didn't come full circle. For me, it did. You got Lori introducing her granddaughter, and Lori set the whole thing up for real after she met him. You know, once he cut his hand, she's like, who's gonna do it, me or you? You know, and everything just connected. I think that's a big reason why I enjoy it, because it makes sense at certain points. And, you know, when Allison is at work and Corey comes and Lori's like, he needs help, and she's like, you did that on purpose, then, you know, Lori's like, I think you know, Whole time, Lori, you don't even know what you done did. You try to take the boogeyman out your life. You've been doing good. You know, you and Michael have not been you know, and standing and connected. You brought him back in. You didn't even know that. In disguise, you brought him right back to you. You know, Corey was the one who got it back going. He got everything back going. So, trying to keep the story alive. And it's so crazy when you think of it like this. It's like a story. I feel like, okay, Halloween 2018 is the beginning. The Kills is the middle, and Halloween Ends is what it's called. It's the end, you know. And Michael's movies and Kills and, you know, Lori's story was kind of, you know, in both, to be honest. Like, because she got her flowers and Ends, and in 2018, it was just kind of the beginning, the continuum. It's actually the sequel to 78, but you kind of push forward through. And when you go with this story, you get Michael running into Corey, seeing something in him, obviously, and something gets into Corey where he is becoming evil. He's becoming evil and everything. And when you sit here and think about it, something had to be in Corey for sure, like 100%. I still see people in my comments saying, so do you think it was a transfer? I can't, you know, solidly say that, but with my eyes seeing it, I'm going to say it's a transfer. But it's nothing confirmed, you know. I'm not going to say it was evil transfer or anything, but with your eyes, it looks like it. But one thing I'm going to say is that Michael obviously seen something in Corey. Like, you got to think of it like this. When he chokes him, bro, Michael could have killed him. I know Michael was injured. You know, I know he was injured and everything. But what about, explain to me the nurse Deb killed, the Dr. Mathis killed. Michael's literally there with him. He's holding Nurse Deb on the wall. He's looking at him. Bro, any other time, Michael, if you're in the area, he's going to kill you, bro. Look at Little John and Big John. Look at all of that. Look at them firefighters. He ain't leave no free food. It was something he's seen in Corey. I don't, you know, maybe he's seen his, like, you know, he's seen that his story, or, you know, he know that, you know, the town of Haddonfield hates him. Shit, you know, we saw that Michael actually was, if you pay attention to Ends, when Corey gets through over the bridge, he's walking. He's actually walking already. So what if Corey kind of heard? I mean, what if Michael heard Corey and them on a bridge? You know, kind of was brown nosed, and that's why he didn't. You know, like, man, this kid already has a fucked up life. But I don't see Michael having a heart. You know, he's evil. But anyways, I just feel like this. It just really works at a certain spot because it's a storytelling film. You gotta think. It's not too many slashers out here that has a storytelling movie. It's all about kills, brutality, and just pushing through the film and ending that shit. This film had a story, and it worked. You know, as much as you guys probably don't, I mean, your opinions definitely matter, but Corey was amazing, bro. He was amazing. Rowan Campbell convinced me at certain points. You gotta think the shoes he had to fill. Bro, this motherfucker, bro, he was Michael Myers. Listen to me, he was Michael Myers, and he did not do a bad job. At some point, no fucking lie, it wasn't like, I'm going to take what I can get at this point because I know Michael's not going to be in the film. Bro, I was convinced that this was Michael fucking Myers, bro, in the junkyard. Like, if I would have went to this movie, like, in the middle, like, say if I would have been late to the movie theater and came in at the junkyard part, I swear I would have thought that was Michael Myers, bro. Like, he did a good job, you know. And I think people are not looking at, I know you don't, I don't like that either, I'm going to be honest. I don't like no one else being Michael. Seriously, I just don't. Michael Myers, Michael Audrey Myers is Michael Audrey Myers. Corey Cunningham is Corey Cunningham. But I think that, you know, we forget that technically that is Michael. You know what I'm saying? That's Michael right there. And that whole DJ Willie the Kid, that's not Corey. You know what I'm saying? I just think, in the end, Halloween Ends will eventually grow on some people, like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. And when you think about it, they knew that was going to be like a Season of the Witch film. Look at the font of Halloween Ends. The blue font, that's Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. David Gordon Green even said he had an ending where Season of the Witch was going to be involved, the Silver Shamrock Factory shooting out Michael Mask. So he knew the risk he was taking. It wasn't like he wasn't aware. You know, so I feel like eventually, maybe it'll grow on some of you guys. For me, I like it. It's not my favorite in the trilogy, but it definitely brings it to a full circle, like, you know, story just being closed out. One thing I will say, could he have done a better story? Yeah, I think he could have definitely did another story that kind of would have been better for all the fans. But sometimes taking risk is good because you get to show people like your take on this story. And one thing I do like about the Halloween franchise in general, this is just David Gordon Green's take. Like he said, this is the end of my, you know, trilogy. Someone else is definitely gonna someone else is gonna pick it up, but he's saying like this is what I think Halloween would have did and how it would have ended. But I'm not gonna lie, when you think about it, bro, the story definitely it definitely like just cemented together perfectly because you got Corey still trying to go after Lori, you know, and Lori's seeing and she's, you know, Lori's always right. You remember what she said? I hate being right. She was right. This time it came to you in a different form with the innocent kid and you still caught on to it, you know, and he goes upstairs and you don't even know Lori's still on it. She's smart. Lori still, it shows she's still smart, even though, you know, she's like weak, and you could tell that she definitely, it's so many connections. And comment down below if you guys want me to do more videos like this, because I was thinking about doing some other cool stuff, just explaining things. But when you think about it, she definitely taught Judy Greer well, Karen. Think about it. You remember when Karen had the rifle and she was like, I can't do it, you know, I can't do it. She shoots Michael like, gotcha. She did the same shit to Corey. She's like, you know, upstairs. Corey thinks she's about to do, you know, she opens the door. She shoots the pumpkin. Corey looks like, damn, did she kill herself? Whole time. She said, you really thought I'll kill myself? She got his ass. So you can tell she definitely taught Karen. It's little things like that that show you that it was definitely history in this trilogy without it being shown on screen, you know. But I do love how the ending was and how it kind of came about where sometimes you're like, damn, Lori, why did you grab the knife out of Corey's, you know, his throat? Why did you do that? Now Alice is about to come in. It was so many tense moments where you're like, fuck, why would you do that? And I feel like that worked. It worked, though, you know, because it made you nervous in the theater. But, like, the ending with Michael and everything, you got to think, Michael did put up a good-ass fight. For him to get his ass kicked, shot, bro, you know how many times that, you got to think in 78, he got shot 6. Some people say 7 times, right? And then he got shot in his shoulder by Lori in 2018. And then he got shot many more times and kills. This boy got bullets floating all through him. He's aching, but he's still, and look, think about it like this, you guys. I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy with this kid. The fight was definitely, I liked it. I just wish it was a little longer, But I liked it if you think about it because she went in the closet like she did in 78. She went to her little high spot just like she did in 78, the closet. Michael, you know, boom, boom, boom. He's in there. She comes out. This time Lori pops out. They're fighting, boom, and they're going at it. They're going at it. They didn't go at it at Halloween 78 for real. But this time they went at it. Like no choking that. Bro, it was crazy. And to think that she slices Michael's throat and he still pulls his hand out the fuck. But if you think, bro, his oxygen, everything is going out of him. Bro, that is some shit. When you think about it, like when you sit there, when he snatches his hand out and he grabs her while his neck is bleeding and his wrist is slit, he's literally 2 inches away from death and he's still trying to kill somebody. That's fucking Michael Myers, bro. Like when you look at it like that, it's like, oh shit. You know, he could have killed her for real if it wasn't for Allison, but, and then you see you got the procession. And I think, to be honest, a lot of you guys hate it, including myself. I'm not finna pull myself away from it. I do feel like, damn, but we got Michael's death on screen. A definite death. That boy got turned into a burger patty. I'm sorry, but I really, like, my heart got snatched out of my chest that night, October 13th, bro. Like, we finally saw Michael die, and I think, to be honest, you guys, we're so used to seeing Michael walk around alive and everything. He finally died. Like, you know what I'm saying? David Gordon Green said he was going to end it. He did say that. And if you think about it, this film is called Halloween Ends. It ended. So with that being, to me, it was a good film. For real, for real. You think about it like that, it was a good film. Everything connects. Everything has a meaning behind it. Everything's explained something in the past. That's a good film. It did its job. But I know some people still are going to hate it, and that's fine. I swear, that's fine. But what I'm doing today is try to show you guys, maybe it'll grow on you in the future like Halloween 3 did for some people. So, yeah, you guys, I definitely think Halloween will come back in the future for sure. Like John Carpenter said, as long as that money's coming, Michael's coming. Michael Myers is Frankenstein. He's going to always come back. He is the man. You know, he's going to always be back, bro, for sure. So, comment down below what you guys think about everything we just talked about. But unfortunately, it's the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me on my social media. ILIKESCARY on Instagram, ILIKESCARY _ on TikTok, Brent on Facebook, ILIKESCARY on Twitter, and right there where it says subscribe. Next to it, click join, become a member of the channel, and also check out Patreon. But I want you guys to watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace. Until next time.